back to another special extra episode of the Let Me Be Frank podcast. Big reaction special to the weekend, big weekend football.
Yeah, we just like doing this. We just like talking.
We live in here, don't we?
Yes.
Honestly. As soon as the cameras stop rolling, we just get
a coffee and start again. Yes.
No, but seriously, so we have the McAvennie final.
Yes.
St Mirren Celtic, St Mirren. Oops. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, it's St Mirren Celtic.
Is that how it's come out in the draw?
They were first through, so they get the home dressing room.
Okay. So ex-St Mirren and ex-Celtic striker Frank McAvennie. Who do you want to win?
Well, everyone knows, even the St Mirren supporters know I'm a Celtic supporter, so it would be them. But I'm so pleased for St Mirren, and you know
they're looking good at the moment, aren't they?
Well, I'll tell you what, I would rather have played Motherwell than St Mirren. There you are. I thought Motherwell might have. Everyone thought Motherwell might have won it, and they were the bookies' favourites. But I just thought St Mirren, they're back to
big physical side, aren't they?
They're a throwback to when I played football, or just after. You don't mess about the back. He's a bit like Robertson's a bit like Martin O'Neill. He's got defenders that want to defend. They've got the boy Alec Godzic, who I've always thought is a good player because I spoke to somebody that's looking after him and I tried to get somebody in England to look at him because I thought he was a good player. So he's exceeded everything that I thought he would do. He's a good player, but they don't get themselves under pressure. They just get up front. They've got big boys up front. They can hold the ball and they play from there and they just push and it's a breath of fresh air. They've got, it's no self-football. Get in the wing, get the ball in the box. I mean, it's...
So, before we go to talk about the cup final itself, or who's going to be potentially in the Celtic dugout, we need to talk about the flashpoints. There's 1 or 2 flashpoints on Sunday or yesterday. So we'll be discussing let's talk about the Rangers penalty first. A lot of people are saying that never a penalty. What could Ralston possibly have done? His hands were in a natural position. So he maybe getting down a wee bit easy.
I think the boy touched him, but he stayed on his feet. He didn't need to go down. And he was looking for it. But listen, we can see that it was a penalty. And then they're all talking about Trusty. And I get it, and later the law, it's a send-off. He flicked his feet out, or his foot out. But then you're talking about...
Cornelius' tackle on Kenny.
Cornelius, the Roman emperor, his tackle on... I mean, that's a leg breaker.
That wasn't really been discussed at the time,
That was a terrible tackle. Listen, I'm not saying about he meant it, but he went for the ball with such force that... And when he missed it, John, it could have been seriously injury for Kenny. Yeah. But luckily, it wasn't. And it's passed on. Listen, I liked the game. I'll tell you for why. Because the referee let it go. He let the tackles fly, telling people to get up. You know what I mean? And I think Ralston, that's what I was talking about, Ralston. When he get touched, it shouldn't have been done, Because Tony's having such a good game. And I'm thinking, didn't have to do that. But... It is what it is. I think the result was the right result.
Had the letter of the law been applied properly, potentially a red card each and a penalty. Either way, it didn't matter.
They should have been down to 9 men. We should have been down to 10. Just like we want, I just think, unfortunately, the boy went for the ball. The boy went for the ball. He caught Tony right in where you don't want to get caught.
It looks sore.
It looked really sore.
And
it was, unfortunately.
But anyway, so 3-1 at Celtic. It was the right result because they were the far better team as far as I'm concerned. And I thought the game should have been.
I think Rangers. For what I've seen them, do you know what I was more happy about? Obviously, I'm delighted by one, but I was happy. It was a better spectacle for everyone down south and watching
than the last one.
Who disputes Scottish football, because the last one was embarrassing. We had more tackles in the first 5 minutes of this game than we did in the last one.
There wasn't a shot and goal in the last one. Though,
tackle. I mean, it was embarrassing. So we had more this game, and it was bright. I love seeing people laughing, and I love seeing people enjoying what they're doing, And Celtic seem to have that freedom to go and express themselves, and Martin's got that made us touched again.
And I've got to look at positives as well. 2 or 3 weeks ago, the Celtic fans were complaining that we don't have any strikers.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Celtic probably need to come out and clarify what's happening in the actual. All sorts of rumours doing the rounds over the weekend. A lot of it complete nonsense as well. But
I'm not caring about any actual now because these two boys that we've unearthed, when John Kenny, I said that Dwanky was ready. Bang, scored 2 goals that night. And I'm delighted to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
He led the line yesterday. And then the boy who I raved about,
Osman,
Tony Gale, who's been on my show, who was at Fulham, and boy, Les Gray or something, Les from Fulham said to Tony, what a player this boy is. He's away. They want to keep him. And I thought, it must be talking crap because we've not seen him.
Had they seen him under Rodgers?
I don't know what's happened, but all of a sudden Martin's come in, or Sean's come in and says, here, get this boy in.
So there was a reason that Brendan Rodgers wasn't picking him. And we can speculate till the cows come home. It may well be that, it might not have been a Brendan.
It might have been a clash of personalities. Who knows?
It might not have been a Brendan signing either. It might have been told, right?
I get that, and I heard that, but it might have been maybe it's the boys, because the boy come on and he's not shy. So he was screaming at people, and I'm thinking, maybe he said something to Brendan and Brendan's not took it. It could be something simple like that, and he's thought, you'll just wait your turn before you get in.
Well, we've seen how Brendan Rodgers reacts on the training grounds when he thinks someone's been cheeky to him.
So it could have been that. I like boys that's got a bit of attitude.
Yep.
And it's the first time I've seen people. But John Kennedy was doing it as well. He was screaming at people, and I thought, well played, boys, because we've not seen that.
Who was John Kennedy?
The boy, no, the Kenny.
Oh, John Kenny, sorry, right.
The boy up front.
Aye.
When he's making runs and he's not getting it, he's screaming at them, and Osman's doing it as well. And I'm thinking, wow, we've not seen that. That's what I want for Callum. Mm-hmm. And then Callum to do that again. When's the last time Callum had a shot?
So
it was all good for me.
So the possibility of Martin O'Neill staying in charge for maybe until the rest of the season with Sean Maloney by his side.
He'll definitely be there for a cup final.
Aye, well, there's some people reckon that
no chance.
During the international break they might make an appointment.
If it's Bellamy, no, he'll be there.
Won't be Bellamy before the international break. But if they go with someone else, we already discussed Big Ange. You don't fancy that? That's not going to happen.
Listen, he's done a great job. He's done a brilliant job.
Robbie Keane's name's been mentioned, but Robbie Keane's actually applied for the Wolves job, so
he's not getting it. O'Neill's the boy O'Neill's getting that, Gary O'Neill. So that's what I think. But there's players there. Craig Bellamy. There's lots of players in.
McKenna,
no, 2 dear.
Wilfred Nancy at Columbus Crew.
Oh, here we go, Columbus Crew. Yeah, no. Listen.
Who else is in the running?
I will take whoever comes in and get behind the manager. But I think the one thing I do know at Celtic, when they come in on their own. They don't come in with big backup groups. Right. They don't come in with their own backroom staff. That's been a thing with Celtic.
Whether they want them.
That's why.
Ange didn't. Ange came in.
That's why the boy walked away for Newcastle. What do you call it?
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe said no because he wanted his own team.
He wanted to bring half of Newcastle though.
So no, he wanted his own team. John Kennedy, they said was going to stay as assistant manager, and they didn't want it. One thing I'm quite convinced: Sean Maloney and the other boys, the backroom staff, will be there for the new manager,
regardless who the manager.
And I think that's why John Kennedy's left, because he thought, he's not going to be.
He's not going to be part of it.
Aye.
So when Martin was,
I wish John all the best. Kennedy's been there. I mean, nobody's ever said he's won a lot of trophies with the backroom staff, and he's been there and he's seen it through. And I thought he should have went maybe got a manager's job long before now, because if he's got aspirations,
yeah,
you don't want to sit and just sit. And the manager that he's played under, hell of a lot of managers.
Yeah.
He's got to have learned, and he's got to want to do his own thing.
So who do you want to see as the next full-time Celtic manager?
I think Brendan. I think Martin will be there at the end of the season. I think
with Sean Maloney,
Sean Maloney, and then we can take it from there.
When he was manager first time round, he was very, very rigid in his 3-5-2 formation.
Yeah,
because obviously it was Bowen with Albie and Valharan. Yeah. Usually, maybe Jackie Mack and who would have been up the left side, Thompson. Mm-hmm. Petrov, Lennon, Lambert, Henrik, Sutton, Big John. What a team that was. But can you see him come back to the 3-5-2?
I think so.
And maybe having Johnny Kenny and Callum Osman up front together?
I can see they two. They two could be like with Tony Cotty go back on again, and I could see they two hitting a partnership. same as Henrik and Sutty or John. You know, any 2 or 3. I mean, what a lineup that is. And then you get Thompson. I think we've got the boy Taneki who can get the ball, and he wants to run at people and get the ball in the box.
He was good. He was good on Sunday, aye.
But he either cuts in or he goes. There's no way Maeda doesn't want to get down and cross the ball, but he's been bringing it back out and passing it back. Get down and bring it, put it in the box. And I don't think he wants to be a centre forward. I think he loves to go deep and float about. So I think, listen, it's all rosy. We beat Rangers. And for me, the best thing about it was a good game from both sides. I must say, from both. Celtic played well. I thought they deserved it, but Rangers played really well. I didn't expect them to play as good as that. Here's
the thing: do you think that the Celtic collective and the fans' protest and all that has served a valuable purpose, and the point has been made, and the point's been made,
no,
very clearly? But what I was going on to say is, do you think now that Anil's there and everybody seems to be maybe pulling in the same direction, just park it for a wee bit?
I think, well,
let's get concentrating, getting results, and getting back to what Celtic do well.
I think that's, I just don't listen. Celtic do what they do. You'll never change that. I just don't, damn it, shouldn't that letter they come out, that just thank the man for winning all 8 trophies. Because that's what he's done. He's won all 8 trophies. He's only lost twice in the cups.
But look,
in the league, in the cups. So he's won. That's a lot of trophies in. He's completely dominated Scottish football. Just that, no matter what you think him personally, doesn't matter. Just thank him.
I just wonder whether
it's not right what he come out with. I don't care.
Fair enough. Care. No, totally. I totally agree with you. But what I mean is, as far as like the overall picture at Celtic and the fans and the relationship with the board and all that, and it was very noticeable lack of sack the board chants at Hampden. Yeah, obviously they were playing Rangers and winning, so they're not going to go down that route. But you wonder whether with Anil coming back in, a wee bit of a feel good factor. We don't know what's going to happen this midweek against Midtjylland in the Europa League, but if the feel good factor comes back, you wonder whether the protests might just abate a little bit.
Of course it will.
And they'll focus on just get behind the team again. Because what happened to Dundee, a lot of people weren't happy with that. The balls all getting thrown on the pitch at the start of Dens Park, and it upset the rhythm of the team at the very beginning. You could see there was almost anger in Schmeichel.
Last time we done that it was sombreros and that for going to Seville. That's Martin had come back, wasn't it?
It was beach balls. I beach balls
Sunday. And sombreros. We'll be in Seville while you're watching the Bill. Remember, never forget it.
That was funny, wasn't it? That was funny.
But it was good. But this is, listen, let's put it away now. Let's see what Dermot done with Brendan. Brendan's gone now. Thanks very much for what he done. Yeah. It was brilliant. Great coach, great manager.
We've got a manager now. We've got
somebody and Dermot just keep it to what you do. If you in business, he's one of the top businessmen. If you don't like somebody, don't come and slaughter him and then try and get a bit of deal with him.
So we'll finish up talking about the McAvennie Cup final again.
Yes.
The media's going to want you left, right, and centre next few weeks.
This afternoon.
Aye,
but I'll just go with my.
You'll be on the pitch and all sorts. You'll be just as long as you wear the
half and half.
Aye, wear the Let Me Be Frank podcast logo when you're on the pitch.
I'll get a hat. I'll get a hat for Let Me Be Frank. So.
Who were the great ex-Celtic and ex-St Mirren players? I'm trying to think. Paul
Lambert,
Frank McGarvey, Paul Lambert, yourself. Think of any others?
Can't remember.
I think of one or two that would have loved to have played for Celtic.
Oh, everyone that I played with.
Aye.
I was with a boy there on Saturday night. He was at the table with me when I was speaking at Trusty. It was Lex Richardson. What a player he was.
Lex Richardson, midfielder, aye.
It was great. I got a chance to thank him for making me the player I was because he was brilliant.
Was he was he a Celtic supporter?
We're all Celtic supporters. Billy Abercrombie, Tony Fitzpatrick, Billy Stark, me and McDougall, Jimmy Bone wasn't there, but Dougie Somner. John McCormick. I mean, everyone.
Maybe no Billy Thompson, though.
Billy Thompson, no. I think Campbell might have been Campbell money, but I don't know. Anyway, but it was mostly Celtic supporters. But, I think the last time I played Celtic and St Mirren, I played in the semi-final. We get beat. I came back, I fractured my skull in the quarter-final. I came back for the semi-final at Hampden.
Was that no Rangers? That's semi-final.
No, we get beat.
This was you playing for St Mirren?
Aye.
First time round or second time?
First time round. I fractured my skull against Dundee United in the quarter-finals and beat them. And then they says, you'll be for 6 weeks, and I was back for the quarter-final. I was back for the semi-final. I couldn't train with the boys for 3 weeks.
Well, this is the first time Celtic and St Mirren have played in a cup final since what? the start of the last
1900s,
century?
yeah, 1900s. It was
Early 1900s, 1908 or something like that.
1908. I think St Mirren won. Just before that, I was talking to Roger Hannah, your pal Roger, and my pal for the newspapers, and he was saying that it's one of Hugh Caven's first commentaries in 1908.
He covered the game, did he? Aye.
I
His
says,
man
oh
was
yeah, well
sitting,
done.
Sitting there
Well
with
done.
his quill, reporting on it.
I went blank then, yeah, sitting there, and controversy.
He's sending carrier pigeons back to the office. Yes, I hope this.
There's no way St Mirren will win this. Yeah, and they did. So, yeah. So it is. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's good for Paisley.
I'm
as well.
hoping I'm going
Paisley
to.
boy, you know.
I don't know if I'm going to be here or not, but it's a big problem for me.
What you mean, like well, or you going on holiday?
No, I'm supposed to be on holiday, but typical me. So we shall see. I might be here and I might not be here.
Well, hopefully.
I have a half and half strip if I'm here. All right.
Because I can't.
Let me be frank.
I can't steer the ship alone, Frank. So you need to. If you are disappearing,
just get Zoom. I'll just come on Zoom. It's my big ball face on TV.
And then sitting there on the beach,
Yes.
with your pina colada.
Yes.
So there we go. So that was a wee look back at the weekend, and you reckon so? The two teams that deserved to win one. So
yeah. Well, I think the two teams deserved it. St Mirren were dominant, and great goals. So many great goals. And I think Celtic's going to be very, very careful against St Mirren.
They'll be physical. And but before that, we got the European game, Midgetland on Thursday. So
Midget boys, yeah.
No,
it
feels like you're playing against a Wizard of Oz.
They're not. They're a big, powerful team.
I know. They're on the top of the league, the top of the group. It won't be easy. It'll be interesting with Celtic getting into a game like that, not as favourites, though. You know, because in the past they were playing against a team.
I'm still concerned about our defence. There you are.
Well, I thought Big Trusty was great on Sunday.
I thought so.
Scales, I thought was man of the match, even though it was given to Trusty. Excuse me. I thought Big Scales was great. Obviously, the Uruguayan boy went off, but KT.
Stop pulling people's jerseys. Liam, keep your hands down. You terrify me every time he does it. He grabs people by the shirt. That's a penalty. You know, anywhere, and just
stop doing it.
Stop doing it. You
Liam,
know,
stop doing it.
Stop it.
Frank McAvennie's telling you
stop
it.
it.
Right, we'll leave it there, but we'll be back. We've got a cracking guest coming up this week and Thursday. Keep an eye out. Hit subscribe. Keep following us. We'll keep delivering the great content.
Yes.
West Ham fans, you won't be watching this because we're talking about Celtic, but if you are watching, get ready for Thursday. We'll get something really special lined up for
you'll enjoy it.
Thursday this week. I'm an absolute belter. So anyway,
subscribe. It's all free.
All free. Hit subscribe, follow us, and we'll catch you again soon for more content from Let Me Be Frank.
Take care.